We're going to go over a review for Chapter 2, Pre-Algebra, for the test tomorrow. So let's start off with two problems. The two problems we're going to look at use the distributive property. And we're going to take the first one, which is -2, and in parentheses, quantity x plus 3. We're going to distribute. -2 times x is -2x. I bring down my addition sign, and then I go -2, and I distribute that by multiplying times 3. -2 times 3 is -6. I could rewrite this as -2x minus 6. Both of these ways that I have up here right now are correct. Let's take a look at a different problem. -4 in parentheses, 2y minus 6. Once again, distribute. -4 times 2y is -8y. I bring down my subtraction sign. And then -4 times 6 is -24. There's another way I could write this. Right now, how I have it is correct. But a better way yet would be -8 y plus 24. Those are simplifying two problems that use the distributive property. Let's move on. And if I ask you to simplify these expressions, we're just going to put together like terms. One way I can always do that is maybe circle the things that are like. -6x and positive 10x. I'm going to combine those two things. Combining them would give me 4x. Positive 4, -3. If I combine those, that's going to give me positive 1. So I can add 1. 4x plus 1 is the simplified version of that expression above. They're equal to each other. For the problem below, we first need to use the distributive property. -4 times 2x is -8x. Carry down my subtraction sign. -4 times 3 is -12. Plus 13x. The one thing I would do is that minus a negative is the same as adding. So I would just erase this and change that into a positive. It'd be easier for me to understand this problem. I look, and now I can put this, -8x, with the positive 13x, which is 5x. 5x plus 12, because you can't combine the 12 with anything. Just to give you a heads up, the 12 is a constant. -8x and 13x are like terms. The coefficients are -8 and 13. Those are some of the different parts of a variable expression. Lastly, let's look at solving equations. X minus 24 equals -34. If I asked you to solve this, what you could do is always use the inverse operation. And what you do to one side of the equation, you have to do it to the other. X minus 24 equals -34. Those two sides are the same as each other. Therefore, I'm going to add 24. That's the inverse, and that gets rid of this. X is all alone. I'm going to add 24 to this side. -34 plus 24 is -10. If I really wanted to, I could check my answer. -10 minus 24 does equal -34. It checks out to be true. Let's take a look at the other side. Number 2. H over -5 equals 20. What that is a division problem. To undo division, the inverse of division is multiplication. So times by -5 and times by -5 to both sides. H is left all alone. 20 times -5 is -100. That's how you solve equations. And that's review. Of the 6 problems that you just saw, 3 of them will be on the test. Remember, this is a top secret review. Have a good night.